This is VOA News. I'm Marissa Melton. Elections in several states last night sent a warning shot toward President Trump and Republicans heading into next year's general election. AP Washington correspondent Sagar Magani has more.
Democrats are riding some kind of wave, probably an anti-Trump wave.
In political analyst Larry Sabato's home of Virginia, Democrats gained full control of the state house for the first time in 26 years.
Hello, Kentucky.
A day after the president visited Lexington to boost incumbent Governor Matt Bevin, Democrat Andy Beshear is claiming victory, though the race remains too tight to call. In both Kentucky and Virginia, Tufts University's Jeffrey Berry notes Democrats are strong among traditionally GOP-friendly suburban voters.
The White House has to figure out some way of making Trump more tolerable and less provocative in the suburbs.
Republicans did keep Mississippi's governorship, and the president heads to Louisiana tonight in hopes of helping boot the incumbent Democrat. Sagar Magani, Washington.
The top U.S. diplomat in Ukraine, Bill Taylor, told impeachment investigators it was his clear understanding that Kiev would not get military assistance President Trump was withholding earlier this year unless Ukraine launched investigations that would help President Trump politically. That information was part of a transcript released Wednesday of the testimony that Taylor delivered to lawmakers behind closed doors last month. Taylor is set to testify in public next Wednesday when open impeachment hearings are underway. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is threatening to deepen military ties with Moscow unless the United States lifts its embargo on the sale of a key fighter jet, the F-35 fighter jet. Turkey is set to purchase the Russian Su-35 fighter bomber, but has called for Trump to unfreeze the sale of the American jet. This is VOA News. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson officially kicks off his election campaign today for December's voting, promising to get Brexit done. He also claims his main rival, Labour's Jeremy Corbyn, would raise taxes enough to destroy Britain's prosperity. Iranian media video on Tuesday purports to show equipment upgrades at some of the country's nuclear facilities. It may further erode Iran's deal with world powers. And it came as the United States slapped new sanctions on individuals linked to Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Matthew Laratanda reports.
On Tuesday, President Hassan Rouhani announced that it will start injecting gas into the centrifuges at one of its nuclear facilities. The gas accelerates the process of making high-grade nuclear material from uranium. A day earlier, Iran said it would also replace some centrifuges with newer models, claimed to work 50 times faster. Iran has long demanded that the remaining signatories of the nuclear agreement, that is, European powers Russia and China, protect his country from sanctions. Rouhani says if the Europeans hold up their end of the bargain, the treaty can be salvaged.
That's Reuters' Matthew Laratanda reporting. There were protesters in Boston outside a hospital where First Lady Melania Trump was visiting. AP's Ed Donahue has more.
The First Lady is interested in a program at Boston Medical Center where cuddling is used to help infants born dependent on drugs or alcohol.
I hope today's visit helps shine a light on the programs like your cuddling assists.
The visit was part of Mrs. Trump's Be Best initiative. Some workers, like nurse midwife Cecilia Gerard, were outside the hospital protesting the Trump administration's immigration policies.
It's wrong to jail children and women. I think it's wrong to deport children that are critically ill, that will die going back to their countries.
Gerard says the First Lady is not a person they want to come to their home, their hospital. I'm Ed Donahue.
U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is in Germany for the 30th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg joined officials at a memorial to the wall Wednesday outside the NATO offices in Germany. He said Germany has made immense progress since the fall of the wall in 1989.
And standing here today in front of these pieces of the Berlin Wall is the time to remember how far we have come. Together in just a generation. A city, a country, a continent, our transatlantic alliance transformed.
I'm Marissa Melton. You're listening to VOA News.